Hello. So, managed to stay up all night to had a few things I needed to do anyway. Someone asked me to record Redoga Drake, so as long as I'm up, I figured might as well try to get this done. I'm really sleepy, but we'll see how it goes. Um, Here's what skills I use. As you'll see, this is plenty enough to keep me healed. I don't need my healing rune. I was actually contemplating putting in my Delphic Sniper instead of Incendiary. And here we go. I don't know if you got a chance to see the HP before I started, but it was only 518 million. It's normally that low because I don't normally do world boss. So and with our server being like it is, it usually takes them a while to kill the world boss, this second world boss. What I use the chaos for is, like right now, throw it in, get an extra little hit, 266,000 damage. That's a little over 50,000 gold. Much better than just having healing rune in to use occasionally. I think in about 6 weeks I should have all of my astrals level 10. I've got 6 out of 10 of them level 10 right now. Promised somebody I would say hello to them. Tommy. Hello, Tommy. It always makes me laugh a little bit when people ask me to say hello. I like doing it, but I don't know why. It just makes me laugh. Maybe because it's 7 in the morning and I haven't been to bed yet. Thank you, Tommy, for following and commenting on a lot of my videos. I do have some regular followers that comment a lot, and I do appreciate getting feedback from people and whatever little tips you guys may have for me. Yeah, I could probably easily get away with using Delphic Sniper instead of Incendiary in here. I have to try that if I stay up again another night. Just got used to running this with a certain pattern. So, once you get a established pattern and you get happy with doing something a certain way, you're kind of hesitant to change it. Little tricky trying to keep double hits going when you leave self mode. It is possible, it's just difficult to do and it doesn't work every time. So for any of you that have watched my other world boss video, or anybody who's done both world bosses, it's very obvious this boss doesn't hit nearly as hard. Now, I've had some people saying to me, well, isn't that because the first boss is physical attack and this one is magic attack and blah, blah, yada, yada, whatever. Um, it may be. Maybe the first one is physical attack and this one's magic attack. Maybe. We don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure. But I do know that my magic attack is not nearly as high as my physical attack. My magic defense is not nearly as high as my magic physical defense. So if this were magic attack and the other was physical attack, then this one should be hitting me a lot harder than the other one. I just think that this one just hits harder. I mean, everybody seems to say that. And you would think that, this, if this were magic attack, it would hit knights and archers harder, and it wouldn't hit mages as quite as hard. But pretty much everybody says this one does not hit as hard. Up until pretty recently, I was the only one on the server that could survive that blast right there. But recently, we've got some more people that have started surviving its blasts for this boss, for Redoga Drake. And I think we've got maybe one or two that can survive one or two of the hits for Bloodfang. No one else can really survive the whole thing yet, as far as I know. But I'm just, like I said, our server is not really very big and not very strong. So the next closest person to me is a knight with about 300k BR. But he's not really built for defense. He's tries to be a DD. So he's got pure offensive setup. And since he doesn't have something like Bloodthirsty like I have here, he can't really last indefinitely and continue healing himself over and over again like I can. Mages, the third person on the server, is about 200, almost about 275 KBR a mage, and he might be able to survive this whole boss if he concentrates on healing. But other than just being able to say, I survive the whole world boss, there's really no point in doing that because every time he would have to be healing himself a lot. And since a mage's heal doesn't do any damage, he would be losing a lot more gold than he would be earning if he just died occasionally. I'm letting my health get a little bit lower than I normally like it to. So I'll actually leave Sylph a little bit early just to heal myself again. I mean, it would still take a couple more hits for it to kill me, but I like to err on the side of caution. Always funny, the people in the guild always the same people complaining about no crit and no lag. If you don't crit, then you need to increase your crit rate, your stat. We have one guy in the guild who has this theory that the higher the HP of the world boss, the less crits you get on it. He has a lot of whack ideas about a lot of different things. That's actually one of his lesser strange ideas. For the longest time, he refused to use red astrals because he insisted that orange astrals were better than red ones. And I also remember having an argument with him at one point that because he insisted that Iris and Pan were better than Apollo and Hades. He didn't really have any good reasons for saying that, just he insisted that Iris and Pan were the best sylphs. He said that nobody could see how good they were because nobody had got the extra skills for them yet, or I don't know, something ridiculous like that. Personally, I don't see any. I mean, I don't think I would say any sylph is way better than any other. I mean, they all really do have their purpose. Um, I think the least useful is Pan, which is why hardly anybody uses it. But now that with Medusa and with the extra skills it has, I definitely see a use for it. Iris, of course, is your healing sylph and can cleanse debuffs and all that garbage. Gaia is just Gaia slash Hercules, just completely overpowered. So strong. But not necessarily the best thing to use against mages because of their high magic defense. Mage with high magic defense and a lot of electro resistance can really negate Hercules damage. I prefer using, if I have to fight a high level mage, I prefer using my Hades or Cerberus slash Amazon Queen. Amazon Queen just eats mages alive. Almost nobody has fire resistance, so that really helps. And we're winding down here. It was pretty awesome as I was recording Guild Boss, World Boss last night. Ended up getting final blow. It's pretty nice. Funnily enough, I think that was the first time I ever got it not being AFK. Because normally I'm flipping back and forth between this and Facebook and checking messages from people from my videos and checking forums and stuff that I'm admin of and stuff like that. And it seems like out of the 5 or 6 times I've gotten last hit, that almost every single one except for last night was a AFK. I've had other people tell me that too, that a lot of times when people get last hit, it's they're AFK. It's because the computer has better timing than we do. No idea who that person is. Okay. Yeah, not bad for 513 million HP world boss. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to message me. I'm on Wartune.com, server 153, if you're looking for a new place to play, or if you want to talk to me in person. There have been some people lately that have been logging in here and then trying to message me and not getting replies. If you don't get a reply, chances are it's because my in-game marriage partner Corin, my buddy Corin, is logging me in. So just, if you're not getting an answer from me in game, then just message and say, "Is this Thethrell?" And chances are he'll. If he keeps ignoring you, I don't know. I don't know exactly what he does when he's on my character. As far as replying to people, I think I think he pretty much just ignores them. But yeah, if I don't answer to you, I'm sorry, but chances are it's not me on there. Either that or I'm on Facebook doing something. But I do try to reply to all comments, messages, everything that people send me. So anyway, that was that. Thank you for joining me.